Hey guys, it's Major Foley here, and we are now up to the Dwarven Forge, and I imagine for a lot of people's relief, I am not eating or drinking this time. Yes, I did it the first time I did this walkthrough. Screw it, I don't care. I've made my excuses. I was just out of my teens, I was starving, and I really didn't give two shits at the time. Alright, I know it was rude. It's not happening this time, you can rest easy. Anyway, level's pretty simple. Essentially build an army, take the Dwarven Forge, and you're technically supposed to defend it. You honestly don't have to, you just defend it initially, and then you push the giant's base, and when you wipe out the giant's base, you win despite the timer. So if you want to complete it quicker, that's what you do, and that's what we're going to do today. So we get introduced to two new dwarf heroes, Eitri and Brokk, I believe. Thing is though, we don't actually use them as heroes, we just use them as dwarves because, well, if you're a fan of using attack move, they, for some reason, block actually using it. I don't know why, it's just how it works when they're selected with a bunch of other units. So I don't usually group them with the heroes, I just keep them on gold gathering. But, yeah, so our main goal here is we're going to be building a combination of a Hersir myth unit army, because we're, well, mostly fighting giants and ballistas, of all things. There's a bunch of relics we like to collect at the start when the run of the rock passages is cleared, and one of them, I think, is a gold trickle, which is very handy to have. And we're not really usually attacked that often. We do have to clean out the general area. I will say at some point, this happens to me sometimes and then sometimes it doesn't. The giants will cast walking trees near your base, so these are myth unit trees that have high siege damage and can potentially destroy part of your base. So what I like to do is I usually like to get the villagers chopping the trees where they usually cast it, and if they do cast it, well, you got some Hersirs and your heroes to deal with it. If not, well, you're getting free lumber anyway. So, let's get started.
What do you think, Eitri?
We're running out of time. What choice do we have?
What do you think they'll want?
What are you little men doing up here?
Your help. We need your help.
Then come out of the shadows and speak with us.
Our forge has been invaded by giants. We need your army to drive them out.
I'm sorry, we don't have time to help you right now.
Wait. Can you reach Midgard from your forge?
Of course. Our forge is deep under the mountains and our mines go all the way through. You'll help us then?
If you deliver us into Midgard.
Excellent. Come, the mine entrance is this way.
Alright, so again, control groups do matter. Like I said, you select these two and I'm pressing A for the attack move and it doesn't come up. So, first thing we're going to do is actually clean up the area of trolls. Gonna send the Ulsarks to build a house or two so we don't get pop capped.
We can build our base in this area.
Have these two start mining gold. And I'll show you where they cast the walking trees ability at times after we clean up these trolls. Yes, Amanra does not like trolls. Anyway, with those cleared, now we're going to send our heroes to explore a bit, because there are still trolls around this area that we should clean up. So while they're building the town center, we're also going to just gather some elk. And we're also going to wall off a couple of passages. So there's a couple of berry bushes here, some more food over here, along with another gold mine that we'll be making use of. These trees are the ones they usually like to cast walking woods on, so we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. Alright. Again, we are playing under Thor. So what we're going to do is we're just going to train a few dwarves at the moment. Actually, no, sorry, we're going to cancel that. We're going to get our couple of ox carts first. And then we're going to wall off this passage. I'm going to get pig sticker upgrade. Keep exploring a bit. Now, I think this passage should still be blocked. We'll take a look. That's the second ox cart. Gonna train a bunch of villagers. Nope, it's free. So yeah, for some reason I've seen this passage blocked. I don't exactly know why. Anyway, once this is done, make sure there's a gate so your units can get back through. We're gonna put our villagers on wood for now. Get the hand axe upgrade. Now we send our heroes up here. There's a couple of dwarves.
The giants will stomp us if we don't break through this wall.
Yeah, and the mummies actually explode the wall for some reason and kill all these no matter what. So it doesn't matter. You can't save them anyway. So there's a few relics here we can make use of. Increase Ulfsark attack, which doesn't matter. Get a small trickle of gold, and villagers kill animals in a single shot. All useful relics, really, but we're not really going to make use of Ulfsarks, so it's not going to matter too much. There's a spot over here where we can build a dock. Not really necessary. We're going to get the bowsaw upgrade. But it's a few fishing spots up real close to the dock, so it's not the worst thing to grab. And the dock shouldn't cost as much as normal. Well, it still costs a fair bit. So there will be a friendly wolves that like to explore in the area, but they're usually not hostile, so you can mostly ignore them. But we do have to wall off this passage over here. Sorry about that, headset got a little tight there for some reason on my head. And was moving it a bit. Alright, we're still getting our wood. Okay, we don't want dwarves on this. We want them on gold. Alright, so we're going to move this ox cart here, and we're going to move these villagers over here. Now, you guys can't... because of the bloody bears, they were attacked. Isn't the worst thing. Those Ulfsarks are over here. Let's wall off this passage. Dock is done. Get a couple of fishing ships. We actually should probably get the temple first. And as you can see, the giants are attacking here along with some trolls. Your heroes, especially since you got Chiron and Ajax now, you shouldn't have that much of an issue. Again, makes no law sense to at least not have Ajax. But, you know, them's the breaks. Alright, now we're gonna go build that temple. Alright, we're going to start getting some more dwarves now because our gold's still coming in a little slow. We're going to get the pickaxe upgrade first. Get a few fishing ships. Build the houses since we're pop capped in a second. Deposit the relics. I really need to stop the waypointing now. Get more houses, get our armory up, because we're not going to go towards the giants, the dwarves forge, until we're in the mythic age, but we can clean out some area that can annoy us, because we want to build a forward base up here. It's the only place we can. All this territory along here, we can't really build anything. It doesn't let you. The surface doesn't let you. Don't ask me why. Well, I guess it's just, you know, things they want to do to annoy you, but them's the breaks. More dwarves. No, we're not that in a hurry. We still need to get gold, so we're going to get the shaft mine upgrade. Now, the two key god powers are necessary here: Frost and Ragnarok, if we want to pull off the strategy. So we're locked to those specific gods, but they're not the worst gods to pick anyway. So we'll be relying on them. Those were food gatherers. We'll use the elk up here first, along with the berry bushes. So we're going to get some more dwarves. I want to get at least 10 dwarves, because 10 dwarves is a decent chunk. You can obviously get more. I plan on getting 15, because Ragnarok turns every villager and dwarf into heroes. So realistically, getting as many civilians as you want is not the worst thing you can do in this scenario if you want more heroes of Ragnarok. Friendly wolf's fine, so it doesn't matter. I could train some Hersirs, but I would like to try to advance. That's why I'm mostly just focusing on dwarves training right now. Looks like our Cantos will go down. Not the worst thing. He'll come back and get healed. We can get the husbandry upgrade. Probably should do that, even though we're pretty high on food. Anyway, Hersirs do cost more food than gold, so we're going to need a lot more food. If we get like a big attack, we can train Hersirs pretty quickly too, so. Alright, gonna get a few more villages now because I just want to save the gold. Actually, we're pretty close to it aging up with the way they're getting it, so we only need one villager. By the time we get one villager out, they'll deposit enough gold. Or close to it anyway. 2 more loads. Yep, there it is. Alright, so we're going to age up. We're going to go under Skadi for the Frost Power and the Frost Giants. Plus Winter Harvest will help with the food. And we are definitely going to be getting our armory upgrades and the giant upgrade, anti-giant upgrades there. They all cost a good chunk of favor, so just be aware of that. So we get that upgrade. And we're going to start training Hersirs now too. Once we get a bit of a army, we're going to clean out a hill fort that's down here. That can attack us when we're going up to the Dwarven Forge. Get the plow upgrade soon enough. Can cancel one of them. Get the plow upgrade. Alright, so we're going to get about 3 to 5 Hersirs, and with the Ulsaks we should be able to take out the hill fort. The hill fort should not have not burning oil. Is it burning oil? I can never remember these days. Yeah, it's the one that lets them attack underneath them, so they shouldn't have that. Alright. That gold mine's nearly out, and there's a large one here we can make use of. Get copper weapons. We are going to get some Frost Giants. They'll be very helpful in attacking. Yeah, this really is an easy mission. You're just building up. This is like the definition of another booming level like we had before. With the Jackal Stronghold. We're going to need another ox cart. Very momentarily, because that gold's about to run out. We can use the market, but I can tell you right now, you're not going to get a lot of gold from it. It's like 17 gold per trip, so you need quite a few amount to make it a decent chunk. We got a lot of wood that we can trade if we wanted to advance quickly. Anyway, still training our seers. We might build a barrack so we can train them twice as fast as well. And we're gonna just move up a bit. And we're gonna go to that hill fort. Oh, we'll clean up this tower first. I did completely forget to mention about that. Cancel the villages. Move them over here. And we'll clean this up. There is another town center we can take, and we are going to take it for population because we are going to be using a lot, and there is a lot of giants we need to deal with. Like a human army's worth of giants, so that's a lot of population and giants they'll have. We do want that upgrade so our Hersirs will train faster as well. Guys, please. Alright, so we're going to send them over here, all our units. Where's our Ulsaks gone? Oh yeah, they're building the town center. But without burning oil, we should be able to take a hill fort anywhere, so just need to move our units underneath there. Now, there is a Yeoman Elver here. If you piss him off and you don't kill him, he'll eventually go for your fishing boats, which is not the best thing you want to see. So maybe not try to go towards the dock. You just have to get rid of the hill fort. This stuff is mostly useless. You don't have to worry about it. So we're going to actually send these guys back. Alright, we need to get a lot more food now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get some of that, buy some. I'm going to turn you guys into farmers. I'm going to get the food upgrades. And there's the fire giant attack. So we should be able to make it in time. We've been training Hersirs. Although they are pretty slow. We just need to delay them until our main heroes get here. Which they should if they're not intercepting our main heroes. Oh, they're intercepting our main heroes. That's even better. Now, ballistas in this are actually pretty annoying. Their AoE damage hurts like hell, and they have fire arrows to begin with as well, which is not fun to deal with. We're also going to train villagers there.
A hero has fallen.
Something.
We're going to start training some giants when we can. Now, we can probably clean up this part now, but like I said, I would like to get to the last age before I even do that. So I'm just going to buy more food. Like I said, they're all going to be turning into soldiers soon enough. So... But that's after we take the base up here. So we're going to go do that now. We have a decent chunk of an army, and they got decent upgrades to do so. Oh, looks like we came across an army. Yep, so we're just going to keep building farms because we're going to need a lot of them. I'm going to send our units up here as a reinforcement point. Guys, come on. Don't walk away from the enemy. Oh, I'm on Rafael. Need more food. Alright, we should have enough for now. Gonna get that upgrade because we can afford it nice and easy. So we can also suffer attacks from that side, so we gotta be careful on that. Get those upgrades kicking in. Keep cleaning them up. Have Chiron attack the trolls. And as soon as you can make some space, build a barracks so you can reinforce while you're here. Bring the frost giant up. Alright, we're going to advance Baldr, so we get Ragnarok and fire giants. I would still build frost giants though, really. Although fire giants aren't the worst if you want some siege damage. But they are more, I think they're more pop heavy. So these are, no, they're all the same, I think, actually. Yep, they're all 5s. So once some space is clean, build the barracks. We need to get that fasting training Hersir upgrade too. So we get that upgrade. Whoa, don't go too close to the forge, because if you do clean it up, it does become a little problematic. And there's the Yormanilva. Or one of them anyway. So we're going to start training Hersirs from here.
A hero has fallen.
We'll build another barracks in a second. We can also build a temple. Gonna get the bronze weapons. We can also get fortified town center for even more pop. Chiron, finish that off, please. Build a temple. Chiron. Alright, we actually want to stop training frost giants for a moment until we get all the anti-giant upgrades. Now that we're in the mythic age, we can also just do this, so they can move to that gold mine next. We're gonna sell some wood now. Get rid of that ballista. Oh, excuse me. Get that last upgrade for training faster. We're gonna clean up this forge now. And when we cast Ragnarok, we're going to send our Ragnarok units up this way. Alright, so clean this up. And we can always keep getting the upgrades as is, but these are the last upgrades we're probably going to grab from the armory. And our dwarf heroes are going to keep mining our cold. So clean these up as best you can. And yeah, they got giants in there too, which is annoying. You can't let these all fall, so you have to at least have one survive. So clean them up.
A hero has fallen.
And then once the upgrades are done, we're going to attack them. Again, sell more wood. Once the upgrades are researched, and we've got our army together, we're going to hit them, and we're going to cast Ragnarok. Alright, and boom. So grab all your villages that you ever had, like just, they're all called Hero of Ragnarok, send them up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit them from here and the other side, and we're going to cast Frost here, where we freeze most of the army, and our goal is to kill all the training buildings. Forget about the units themselves, we want the training buildings. Once that's done, we can finish off the army. So the temples, the hill forts, anything you can find, just get rid of them. And ignore everything else.
A hero has fallen.
So now no more giants can train. Just wondering why training was still so slow there. And now your units should be okay to clean up the mess, especially with the Heroes of Ragnarok, which I didn't send the second bunch over. But yeah, these guys wreck myth units. As you can see, they're melting them, especially with upgrades. Oh, we have a bit of an army here, but it looks like he's coming from my base, so that's not the worst thing. He's actually ignoring the fort, which is good for us. We can just destroy these buildings and win. So make sure you destroy every building you see. And Arcantus will say the forge is secure. They're even ignoring my buildings here. They're coming from my main base. So you can ignore that tower there. And that's all there is to it. Shouldn't be any more buildings left. If there is, it must be down here. Oh, we might have to destroy that tower. Don't remember a building being down there, so it must be that tower after all. Oh, they're coming back. They actually might go for the, we might send those units down to the forge just in case, but I'm pretty sure they should be alright. Come on, guys, destroy the tower. There it is. And instead of waiting in 8 more minutes, we finished in 21 minutes and 30 seconds. Easy, right? Strategy's gonna be the same for the gold edition too, so.
The forge is yours again. I think I've had enough of the giants.
Oh, you'll have plenty more giants in Midgard. Come, we'll show you the way.
Most of you aren't Norsemen. Why are you going to Midgard?
Most of you aren't Norsemen. Why are you going to Midgard?
An enemy of ours has come here. He is looking for an entrance into the underworld. We must stop him.
The underworld? Niflheim? Well, good luck. This is Midgard. We must return to our forge.
Do you think they will find the passage into Niflheim?
Who else are we going to follow? Come, let's get everything together quickly.
More to our little dwarves than meets the eye. Anyway.
First the fair hair clan raids us. Now these giants come down from the hills.
Keep quiet. Another giant is coming this way.
What kept you?
It took Arcantos longer to get to the pass than we expected. Has Loki taken care of our opposition?
Yes. There is a god who watches over these people. But Loki found the source of his strength, a hammer, and destroyed it. He has no power without it.
Excellent. I may not have to kill you after all, Kemsit. Let's go.
Not a boss I'd want to be working for. But yeah. So, the gold edition, like I mentioned, will probably pretty much be the exact same strategy. And then we'll be doing Not From Around Here, which is a very interesting level, really. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next time.